once on the face of it, let's not speak in any language. Let's talk for a second and not move our arms so much. Keeping Quiet by Cartoon Network. The world came to a halt. Screeching vehicles nowhere to be found. Banter with friends abruptly silenced. Did you use the newfound stillness to listen to the beats of your heart? Even amidst cribbing about having nothing to do and missing those visits to malls, theaters, eateries with friends, I'm pretty sure we all knew that we were amongst the most privileged lot in this lockdown situation. Even with health officials, workers and policemen battling it out and people worried about their jobs and financial security, all we had to do was launch around in our comfy pajamas, munching on snacks and binging on shows. Last year, we never got the chance to get out. But it definitely gave us a chance to show ourselves to the outside world. Admit it, the lockdown had awakened the hibernating creative side in all of us. From growing to your favorite music tunes to learning those choreo routines that you have been wanting for so long, taking online music and dance classes, brushing off your skills at playing any instruments, trying out new recipes to discover talents and abilities that you never knew you had within yourselves, stitching and designing new clothes, giving life to canvases and creating amazing art from scrap. The lockdown definitely gave us an opportunity to break free from the daily routines and to discover talents that had been long lost in the rat race of life. It also gave us ample time to pamper with ourselves. Self-love was also an important lesson that the lockdown had reminded us about. If not for the lockdown, when was the last time you had a comforting sleep where you had no alarm to wake you up for the next day, or had a refreshing bath without having the fear of getting late to class? For those of us who had spent our lockdown in our homes, the unprecedented home confinement gave us an opportunity to know our families and the people whom we take for granted better. A chance which rarely comes by. It also reminded us that we as social beings are very much dependent on each other for our existence. We also were able to reconnect with old friends whom we had lost contact with. And perhaps the most significant contribution of this pandemic was that it served as a much needed befitting reminder to the whole of mankind that nature has its own ways, and we, Homo sapiens, are just one among the infinite dwellers of Earth. Often we become so arrogant, we consider ourselves superior above others and use all resources for our own greedy needs, without even realizing that all it takes is just a small virus to topple all our ambitious plans and put an end to our pride. Yes, planning is important, but let us also take one day at a time to reflect upon ourselves and be grateful